So here's Bowie, and I wanted to show you what I do to feed him. He gets fed about every 3 hours. Occasionally he will oversleep. He's usually very thirsty. So I keep a glass because it's heavy. It's got a heavy bottom. And it's very full all the way up. And he usually goes to it and backs up, and then he goes again. A little of this water will go up in his, cleft, but he seems to be able to deal with it. He'll snort it out. I also, and this goes on till he's done. I usually try to let him drink several times during our little adventure here. I'm sitting at the table. I have a blanket down so it's not cold because it's a glass table. Then I usually put a washcloth down because in case he potties on it. While he's drinking, I take a piece of paper towel, just a little piece of paper towel, fold it up, and he's going to go potty somewhere here, and if I'm fast, I can just slide this right under and he'll pee right on it, and then we're done. Same thing happens. He'll start circling and circling when it's time to poo. And I'll show you how he also will drink from his water bottle. Sometimes he'll go over and actually lick the bottle, showing me he wants some. At least that's what I think he's doing. Come here, Voodoo. Come here. Here, you want some of this? Hold the bottle straight up, and I hold the nozzle, or whatever you want to call it, up so whatever water he gets will basically go down his throat. I'm the one that needs to drink water. Here, baby, want some more? And try to encourage him to drink because, he only gets 80 bits. Hopefully you'll have a crate, like a wire crate, so you can wire this thing on. There's a little spring that will allow you to hook it onto the side of a wire crate. But that way he can have water whenever he wants it. But I think he gets more water drinking from the glass, but he seems to do all right with this. You should give him bottled water at first and then mix it in with your tap water, unless you always drink bottled water, so we don't upset his intestinal tract. Everybody's tap water is a little different. When he's done drinking, I also will take one of these and just kind of blot his nose, because he'll shoot this water a little bit just out his nose. We don't want him sucking it back in through his nose since they breathe out of their nostrils. Okay, there we go. Did you see that? There, you have to be quick though. You want food now? Okay, so for the food, I raise it up a little for him so he doesn't have to look down to eat. So I don't know, can you get that? And it's funny how he will sometimes use his paw, like he did when he was nursing, to make the milk come. But he will sometimes paw at his bowl or the food. He makes a tiny little squeaky noise when he eats. I don't know if that's just him going yum yum or what. He might stop and rest a little bit. He might stop and go get a drink. he might decide he has to poo now and just he'll act like he's done, but he's not really. It's just like he's taking a little breather. Sometimes if I feel like he hasn't eaten enough, because he's gotten distracted, sometimes he stops just to play with me. Then I will come over and just take my fingers in the food like this and go, remember how you were eating? And to think there was a time where I had to feed him one at a time, and then it would fall out, or he'd push it out of his mouth, and then we'd pick it up and do it again and again. And I was so excited when I got him to eat 5. Now he eats all by himself. He's like a real puppy. Oh, I keep this box here because I keep a box here. As you can see, I've got, these are potty pads and stuff, because I don't want him accidentally to somehow meander off the table. So it's just barricading him. I think it's a good idea. He can be really fast moving. He'll be just standing there and then all of a sudden, zoom, he goes some way you weren't ready for. Look at you, you're so cute. Hmm?
And how often do you feed him?
It's about every 3 to 4 hours now, around the clock. It's kind of become more 3 hours in the daytime and about 4 at night. So I should have done this first. I forgot it was in the refrigerator. You have to keep it refrigerated. This is the Clavamox. I don't think he needs it anymore, but we decided to keep him on it until he at least gets where he's going. So, Deb, you're going to have a new bottle of this stuff. We're giving him the Clavamox. I give him twice a day, usually around 7 in the morning and 7 at night. He loves it. Not really. And it says 0.01. I'm giving him 0.015 because he's much bigger than he was when it was first prescribed. He does not like it, doesn't want to take it. I know, honey. And I have to squirt it down his throat. He does not like it. He shakes it. Earlier I used to be able to put it in his, when I would tube feed him, I could put it in the tube and he didn't taste it. But he does not love this stuff. Yes, I know, honey. But he manages. Right? Right, baby? Want some water? Remember, the bottle needs to be straight up. Huh? Uh-oh. When you see bubbles coming out of his nose, you know he's going to breathe that in, so we want to get rid of those. There you go. There it is. There's a good boy. Yeah, there he is. So he'll do this for a while, and then he'll get water out of the glass. Sometimes come back to this. Okay. And he will take little breaks. He'll come over and sit with me for a little bit. Yeah. He'll climb in. Usually he climbs in over here. He usually climb in over here like he's going to be, especially in the morning when he's cold. Yeah. Oh my, I love him so much. It's going to be so hard for me to go. Sometimes he'll just flip right over on his back. I'll do it for him this time just to make sure you see. He'll just flip right over and he wants to play. Oh yeah, I see you. And he'll play with my fingers a while. Yeah, I see you. there's a baby. There he is. But usually he flips himself right over like this. It's like, okay, it's time to play. Here, you want to play with Mr. Fox? Ooh, there's Mr. Fox. Ooh, yeah, we like Mr. Fox. And he'll play with Mr. Fox for a little while. He's just started this growling really in the last 2 or 3 days. So basically he eats and he poops and he pees and he plays in various orders, not necessarily the same order. Sometimes he'll stop eating. You want some more of this food? Huh? Maybe, he says. Maybe I'll have some more of that for a while. This whole process seems to take about 20 minutes. From when I sit down, usually he's thirsty because I don't have a way right now for him to be able to get water where he sleeps. But if you can have a wire crate so that you can rig that bottle up so he can go get water, you may have to train him to do that. That's going to help a lot. But he usually will come and he'll drink quite a bit, and then he'll want to play a little, and you have to entice him back over to the food. And then once he gets going on the food, he'll eat for quite a while. And again, sometimes it might be two sessions. He'll eat for a while and then stop, want to play or poop or pee or something. And then, you know, do what I just did, playing with the food and entice him back to it. I've never put this much attention and love on one individual puppy as I have on this little guy. Bowie is very special.
He's a pretty birdie.
It's very special, aren't you, baby? Huh? Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Huh? Say hi, everybody. I'm Bowie. And the Cavalier Alliance is going to help me fix my cleft palate. And I'm going to have a very long, healthy life. Right?